What beer are you going to try next? I know what I'm going to try. It's beer time with the beer man. Hey, how's it going, everyone? How you doing today, tonight, wherever you're from in this world? Man, so look, I wanted to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I've been wanting to do a mix where you're blending this, that, with this, that. So I went out, and as you saw in my intro, I got the Pfriem IPA. They're out of Hood River, Oregon. It's a 6.8%. The Main Street Market in Warrenton's where I got it. Thank you guys. And they were one of the first, I guess, to get this in cans. It's been in bottles for a long time, so it's kind of cool that I got this. Glad to be able to try it out of the can. And then I have this, the Mad River Brewing porter. It's at 6.5%. They're out of Blue Lake, California, in Humboldt County, in California. Yeah, just said that. So cool. I got this glass, and I'm gonna put the blend in. First, we're gonna try each one real quick and kind of get a taste for each, and then we're gonna blend it and then try the finished result. Fun, huh? Exciting. Okay, let's do this one on the left first. Yeah, since I am left-handed, I'll start from the left. So we got the porter. I didn't really get what kind of porter this was. I didn't really get that. I was not reading far enough on it or whatever. I'm going to assume that it's either in English or an American porter, but let's taste. Let's actually smell first. Oh yeah, just dark roasted like roasted and chocolate malts. Kind of your traditional, like a real nice porter smell, rich smell from what I'm normally used to in a porter. It does have a bit of a smoke, just a small little hint of it. Not overwhelming whatsoever, which is great because when it starts to get overwhelming, it gets a little whoo. Dark, opaque, can't see through it, a dark brown color. Maybe even yeah, dark brown. We'll go with that. Roasted malty. Let's taste. Oh boy. Oh, this is delicious.
Oh, this is delicious.
Wow, this is really good. Immediately has a nice sweet, dark roasted malty chocolate kind of flavor to it. Kind of a darker roasted malt flavor to it. But does put off a slight chocolate kind of taste though too as well. Real rich and a small hint of smokiness is what I get in the taste as well. Yeah. All right. So let's pour a little more. This will be our blend. Now let's do this one. Let's do the Pfriem IPA, 6.8%. I'll go over all the details after. How's that sound? Nice white. Wow. Wow. Kind of a light copper color, a white, firm head, very closed in, just very tight. Head retention's wonderful, very nice head retention. It's got a bit of carbonation in there, going from bottom to top, pretty rapidly. It's very clear, very I would say filtered for the most part. Just a nice creamy, nice white kind of an off-whitish, kind of not super white. Let's smell. Oh, I get kind of a fruity. Let's see, what kind of fruit am I getting? Hold on, I gotta shake it more. Spin it, twirl it. Citrusy for sure. I'm getting a slight peach. Maybe some grapefruit, tropical fruit in there. Definitely citrusy and kind of a tropical fruitiness. It definitely has a... Yeah, that's definitely what I'm getting. Let's taste it. Ooh, it goes on sweet, fruity, and kind of a hoppy finish at the end with a bitter, dry, hoppy finish towards the back. This one doesn't really get as bitter on the edges, more bitter in the back. And it shoots your tongue with a nice, fresh, kind of a fresh, fruity, kind of citrusy feeling on the tongue. A sweet malt, real nice. Some tropical fruits in there. I don't know exactly which one. Mango, papaya, something like that. I'm not sure. I can't really. Yeah, but this is good. I really like it. It's not too it's not super bouncy on carbonation. It has enough to be able to lift all the flavors up and get it going there. The hoppiness is just amazing. The blend, the balance, should I say, is very, very, very well balanced with the malt and the hops and the flavoring and everything. Very good beer. It's very rich and just flavorful. All right, so let's fill this one up. Fill it to the rim as much as I can. Now we're gonna fill this and we're gonna blend. All right. Go with this first. Perfect amount to be able to twirl it up. Get a nice blend going. Get the ribboning, or the lacing. I always say ribbon. The lacing, let's say, is like, it's just, well, you can't see it. It's a big, thick foam head. It's about a finger and a half head. After mixing those two together, gives it somewhat of a dark reddish brown color to the malt. You cannot see through exactly, but you can see hints of light. There's rising bubbles, medium rising bubbles. It's got a firm head together with the two. It really made a nice malty looking head with kind of a more tanner colored head. Now this has smokiness, like I was saying, and kind of that dark, with the dark malts, and then you got the citrus and the tropical fruitiness blending in with this, and the hoppiness. Oh, whoa, dude, that's crazy. That's freaking crazy smelling. It really does. Smells weird. Like, good though. Very malty, like you get that chocolatey, malty smokiness. But then you're mixing it with this crazy, like, tropical citrusy kind of notes, and it almost like blends perfectly. Like, I didn't think that mango sherbet and peanut butter would taste good once. I tried it and it was amazing. So we'll just have to see how this tastes, you know? Man, this smells so good. It's like a Count Chocula, like those old chocolate, that chocolate cereal. With like Fruity Pebbles mixed in with it. Tricks. Alright, let's drink it. Man. It flattened out a bit. It's not as carbonated. But it's got a real heavy, bitter hop punch to the back. The palate and the mouthfeel and everything is full mouthfeel, full bodied, rich, malty. Then you've got this smoky chocolate kind of dark malt mix, almost tastes like a black IPA. It actually is like it tastes like a black IPA. Go figure, it's a darker beer with a IPA. So, hey, there you go. It really pulls out the smokiness though. The IPA, the hops, the undertones of the hops kind of lifts up the smokiness and lifts up the roasted malts and stuff. That chocolate comes out of it real well. But then you got this nice punchy like tropical fruitiness going on with the citrusy kind of, it's getting you, you know what I mean? Like it kind of chases it. It's amazing. Let's see how the finish is.
It's getting you, you know what I mean?
Like it kind of chases it. It's amazing. Let's see how the finish is. It dries off about quarter of the way down. It'll dry off, and it dries off around the edge of the tongue, but stays a little bit sweet and sizzles into a bitterness towards the back. The palate is like totally like, my palate is impressed with this beer. It loves this beer. It tastes so good on my everything. I would blend this again in a heartbeat. Nice to be able to see how certain beers would mix with each other, especially if you're wanting to make a new kind of beer. When you're brewing a beer or doing a recipe or whatever, it's kind of cool to be able to mix things and see exactly what you might want to put in something, you know, if you want to get creative. That's what I used to do a lot when I brewed, you know, so I think that's what a lot of people brewers do, so I could be wrong. So let's go over some notes here real quick. So basically the Pfriem had 65 IBUs, which is, you know, it's a decent dose of bitterness. That's nice. The Mad River Uniontown Porter had 34.2 IBUs. So you're getting quite a punch of bitterness in there, and like I was saying, it did get kind of bitter towards the back there. 6.5%. So, and you know, they are using a smoky malt with this. They're using Rock as well, which is a German dark smoked malt. And then they're using like peated malt as well, which adds a good. You got to be real careful with that. It's kind of strong. It says that for food pairing with the Pfriem IPA alone is good with pickled vegetables, a nice hearty burger and fries, a nice combination pizza, aged cheddar, this that. So I imagine you can still eat that kind of food even when you put in the dark in this. It tastes very springy, very lifting, very energized and nice, very full-bodied and rich. A good nightcap beer, you know, if you mix them like this. For the Pfriem and the IPA, that'd be a good daytime beer. The Porter is a good anytime beer. You know, I like porters. As I get the last swig of this, I have to say, with the Pfriem and with the Porter, this was a great mix. I'll have to give it an 8. Because it lost its fizz, and I kind of like a little bit more carbonation to lift stuff. But other than that, the separate beers themselves, each one gets a 10 because I really liked each of them separately. So good job, man. But hey, man, thank you guys. Thanks for stopping by to see It's Beer Time with the Beer Man. Thank you so much for your comments and for your friendship and your participation in my show and watching it and subscribing. Thank you. Please subscribe and hit that bell for more. All right, guys. You have a good night, good day, wherever you're from in this world. Peace. Cheers. I'm out.